the spectrum. Today we are going to study very first chapter of class 12, relation and function. If we try to recall, we have already studied this chapter, relation function, in class 11th. Then an obvious question arises that why we are studying this chapter again in class 12th. I will tell you why we are studying this chapter again in class 12. In class 11th, we have talked about definition of relation and function, their domain, range, codomain, along with real valued function and their graphs. In class 12, we'll extend our study to different type of relation function, composition of function, invertible function, and at last we will study binary operation. So let us recall some very important concept of relation function which we have studied in class 11th. Let's begin with relation. Let us begin with relation. Relation in mathematics has same meaning as it has in English language. Let us take some example and a day-to-day life example, and we will understand what is relation actually. So I am taking example. Suppose we have example, Ram is husband of Sita. Let's take another example. 3 is greater than 2. Let's take another example. L1 is parallel to L2. Now come to this example. Ram is husband of Sita. In this example, Ram is related to Sita with a relation husband of. In this example, Ram and Sita is related to each other with a relation husband of. Okay. Now come to the second example. In this example, 3 is related to 2 with a certain relation which is greater than. Okay. Now come to last example. L1 is parallel to L2. In this example, L1 is related to L2 with a relation that is parallel to. Okay. Now, if you analyze this example, you can easily say relation involves two objects or things. In first example, here Ram and Sita is involved. Ram and Sita are involved. In this example, 3 and 2 are involved. In last example, L1 and L2 are involved. It means we can conclude from these examples that relation involves two things. Okay. Now, one more thing is important here. If we interchange this, Sita here and Ram here, what will happen? Now, Sita is related to Ram with some new relation which becomes Sita is wife of Ram. Okay. Now come to the second example. If you interchange the position, if you take 2 here and 3 here, what will happen? 2 is related to 3 with a new relation which is less than. Okay. At last, L1 is parallel to L2. L2, if you take L2 here and L1 here, then it will be the same relation. It will have same relation parallel to, because L1 is parallel to L2, then L2 will be also parallel to L1. This type of relation is called symmetric relation. But in this example, in these examples, if you interchange the things, then the things related to a different relation, a new relation. So we can conclude one more thing from these examples, that relation involves two things but in certain order. If you change the order, you will get the different relation. So conclusion is relation involves two things or objects but in definite order. So here two terms are important: two things and in definite order. We have just discussed why two things should be related in definite order, because if we change the order, if we take Sita here ahead and Ram at the end, we'll get a different relation. If you take 2 here and 3 here, then 2 is less than 2. We'll get a different relation, different, okay. So the relation involves two things but in certain order or in definite order. When two things are in definite order, then they are known as order pair. You might be feeling that the order pair things is new to you, but it's not like that. We have already studied, we have already heard about order pair in coordinate geometry. The position of a point in 2D dimension is shown by order pair. I will tell you how they are shown by order pair. Suppose, for example, 3, 2, order pair 3, 2. So we'll write order pair in certain order and in small bracket. So 3, 2 is an order pair in two-dimensional geometry. This is treated as point, and this first element, an order pair has two elements. This is first element, this is second element. This is first element or first component of order pair. And this is second element or component of order pair. Okay. Now in two-dimensional geometry, this order pair. An order pair is treated as point in which x coordinate is first component or first element and y coordinate is second element or second component. So let us understand this order pair. This is x axis, this is y axis. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this is the point in two dimension which is represented by order pair 3, 2. Okay. Now suppose you change the order of this order pair. If you interchange the first and second component, then you will get a different order pair, and the new order pair will become 2, 3. Okay. Now let us understand why we are getting different order pair when we change component first and second component. Okay. So now if you represent 2, 3 in while 2, 3, then it can be shown in xy plane like this. In x 2 unit, in y 3 units. So this is the point. So this is 2, 3. So this point and this point are two different points. So we can say that when you interchange the order of first and second component, then you will get a different or new ordered pair. Okay. Suppose you have two order pair A, B and C, D. and both order pair are equal to each other, means A comma B equal to C comma D. Okay, this is only possible when corresponding first component will be equal to each other and the corresponding second component will be equal to each other. It is only possible if and only if A equal to C and B equal to D. Okay. Now let us understand this concept with the help of example. If x comma x plus y order pair is equal to 2 comma 5, then find x and find y. Okay, so this order pair and this order pair will be is equal to each other. It means the corresponding component will be equal to each other. It means x will be equal to 2 and x plus y will be equal to 5. So x will be equal to 2 and x plus y will be equal to 5. So x is 2, so we can put the value of x in this equation, x plus y equal to 5, and we will get y. So 2 plus y will be 5, therefore y will be 5 minus 2, because this is plus on left hand side. So when you will take this 2 on right hand side, then sign will change and it will become minus 2. So 5 minus 2 will be 3. Okay. Now let us summarize what we have talked so far. It involves two things or objects but in definite order. When two things are in definite order, they are known as ordered pair. Ordered pair is written or shown in parenthesis or small bracket. So any order pair is shown by small bracket. Suppose you have 3, 2, then they are shown in small bracket. And we have already discussed why in definite order, because if you change the order, you will get a different point. If you consider this as a point, because the position of point in two dimension geometry is order pair, and order pair is kept in parenthesis or small bracket. When you change the order, you will get a different point. It means we have to maintain, while you are writing order pair, you have to maintain certain order. In earlier examples, we have talked about relation between two persons, Ram and Sita. Thereafter, we move to the another example in between two numbers 3 and 2. And at last, we have discussed about relation between two lines L1 and L2. If we talk about relation between two sets A and B, then one very important concept you have to understand, which is Cartesian product of two sets. To understand Cartesian product of two sets, let us take very simple day-to-day life example. Suppose you have 3 colors leather, red, green and blue, and you have to make wallet and bag out of this. Okay, so you have red, blue and green colored leather, and you have to make wallet and bag. Okay, so now you tell me how many things or objects you can form out of this given situation. You can make red wallet, you can make blue wallet, you can make green wallet, you can make red bag, you can make blue bag, you can make green bag. So you can make so many things. You can make six things. One is red wallet, second is red bag, and third is blue wallet, blue bag, green wallet, or green bag. So these are the outcomes of given situation, and when you make these as order pair, and you make these order pair as set, then you get Cartesian product between two sets. Okay. It is Cartesian product of two sets A and B, where A is this one and B is this one. So we have got A cross B. Cartesian product of two sets is denoted by A cross B. So A cross B is Cartesian product of two sets. Now let's start with the formal definition of Cartesian product of two sets A and B. To exist Cartesian product, both sets should be non-empty, because you have to make order pair. One element you are taking from one set and second element you are taking from second set. So both sets should be non-empty. Okay. So let's start with formal definition. We have written on the board. If A and B are two non-empty set, then set of all order pair A comma B, put in small bracket, such that first element is taken from set A and second element or second component of order pair is taken from B, is known as Cartesian product of two sets A and B, and it is denoted by A cross B. One thing you have to know about this order pair: if A comma B, this order pair, then this is known as first component of ordered pair. Okay, and B is known as second component of ordered pair. Okay, so the Cartesian product of two set A cross B is set of all order pair A comma B, where A is taken from set A and B is taken from set B. Okay, so now we'll take some mathematical examples and we'll understand what is Cartesian product of two sets. Actually both sets should be non-empty, because the first component we have to take from one set and second component we have to take from other set. So both sets should be non-empty. So now we'll take some mathematical examples. Suppose set A is 1, 2, 3 and set B is suppose 2, 3. Then we have to find A cross B, Cartesian product of two sets A and B, and here if you observe, both sets are empty sets because they have some elements in curly bracket or middle bracket, so they are non-empty set. Now we are going to find Cartesian product of two sets A cross B. Okay, set A has elements 1, 2, 3, and set B has element as 2, 3. Now write the order pair, set of all order pair possible from it. The first element is taken from this set, and second element is taken from this set. The set of all order pair will be Cartesian product. So one can be make order pair with 2, one can be make order pair with 3. So we can write 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay. Now in the same way, 2 can make order pair with 2, and 2 can make order pair with 3. So 2, 2, 2, 3. Okay. Now we'll write for this element. This will associate with 3 with 2 and 3 with 3. So we will write 3, 2, 3, 3. Okay. The first component, this is 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 first component, and this is first component. All these are taken from the set A, and the second component, which is 2 here, 3 here, 2 here, 3 here, 2 here, 3 here, is taken from set B. So in this way we can find Cartesian product of two sets, and it is denoted by A cross B. Now suppose you are interested to find B cross A, and what is the difference? Suppose you are interested to find B cross A. Okay. In this case, B cross, in this case we'll write order pair in which the first component will be taken from set B, and the second component will be taken from set A. So here we have the set B is 2, 3, and set A we have as 1, 2, 3. Okay. So set A has 3 elements, 1, 2, and 3. So we have written over here. Now write the order pair of Cartesian product of B and A, means B cross A. So start writing. 2 will associated with 1, 2 will make order pair with 2, 2 will make order pair with 3. In the same way, 3 will make order pair with 1, 3 will make order pair with 2, and 3 will make order pair with 3. So now write all the order pair set, and we'll make a set, and we'll get Cartesian product of two sets. Okay. Again, I'm repeating the one important concept. Both sets should be non-empty. Okay. So we'll write 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. Now, one thing we'll observe is, are A cross B and B cross A equal to each other? Let us observe. Here we have 1, 2. In this we don't have 1, 2. At the place of 1, 2 we have 2, 1. Why we have 2, 1? Because in this case we are having first component from set A and second component from set B. In this case, first component is taken from set B and first component is taken from set B and first component is taken from set A. If two sets are equal, it is A cross B and B cross A, both are sets, but sets of order pair. Okay. Now If two sets are equal, it means they have same element in both. Means every element of A should be element of, if two sets A and B are equal to each other, then every element of set A should be the element of B and every element of set B should be element of A. But in this case we are not having like that. Here 2 1 is element of this, but 1 2 is element of this A cross B, but 1 2 is not the element of B cross A. So we can conclude from here that A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Okay.
Choose the right kindergarten, a right bag, and matching bottle to go with. The right school, the right friends. Choose the right subjects and score well. Be an expert in all. The right teacher, and make sure that they like you. Choose the right timing, the right bus, and take a cab if getting late. The right train, and don't stand near the gates. Mind the pockets. Better get into ladies' compartment. And make sure your mustache hasn't started coming. Choose the right study time and forget games. IPL, IHL, rock and metal, guitar, axe. The right group, and be a model to your brother. Seriously. Choose the right syllabus, the right test paper. Keep guessing questions for exams. Choose the right branch, the right college, the right stream. Choose the right career. Lucky to have a father's business to take care of and a father to allow that. The right counselor, the right form, and make sure the project is submitted on time. Choose the right website and rely on your friends for more information. Oblivious of the sites they have been to, there is no end to your woes. Getting better with every step you climb up the ladder. The summer vacation shorter, the bucket list bigger, the night darker, the books heavier. The only light you have is your friends ahead of you. Probably he is right. Ever thought how he got the direction? No more spending your energy and money on coaching classes. No more missing classes for rain, rally, and nonsense. Get your interest back in subjects through our creative ways of teaching. Doubts, concepts, applications, all explained through one vibrant animation. Subjects covered by multiple teachers with repeat telecasts. Special programs only for basic foundation and paper analysis. Personality development, career counseling, admissions, hobbies, all covered. A new approach to study with long-term perspective. So sit back comfortably in your homes and watch Study Spectrum TV channel.
After understanding the concept of Cartesian product of two sets, now we are in a state of introducing relation between two sets. After understanding Cartesian product of two sets, now we are in a state of introducing relation between two sets. Suppose there are two non-empty set A and B. They are non-empty. And we are defining a relation like that. R relation is denoted by R is such that A order pair A and B is such that this symbol colon is read as such that. So A comma B order pair is such that A is less than B. So suppose we have introduced a relation in which first component is related to second component. It means the set A is related to set B as first component should be less than second component. For finding the element of this relation, we have to understand Cartesian product of two sets A and B. So here relation is A comma B, means order pair A and B, such that A is less than B, and we have to write here that A is element of A and B is element of B. Okay, then definition is complete here. Now to find the elements of order pair for relation, we have to first of all write A cross B. Okay, so A cross B is like what? 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3. Now we'll take only those elements from A cross B which are satisfying this relation A is less than B. Now observe the each and every order pair 1, 2. So first here, according to definition of relation, here first component should be less than second component. Now observe this order pair 1, 2. First component is less than second component. So this order pair will come under relation. So we can write 1, 2 will come under this relation. Now come to second order pair. It is 1, 3. In this case also, the first component is less than second component. So 1, 3 will also come under that relation, and 1, 3 will be the element of that relation. Now come to third order pair 2, 2. Here first component and second component are equal to each other, so this will not come under this relation. So 2, 2 will not come under this relation. Now come to 2, 3. The first component is less than second component, so this will come under this relation. So 2, 3 will be the element of this relation. Okay. Now come to this order pair 3, 2. In this case, first component is greater than second component, so this order pair will not come under that relation. So this will not come under that relation. Now come to 3, 3. In this case also we have first component and second component are equal to each other. So this 3, 3 will not come under this relation. So we have only 3 elements in this relation, and relation between two sets is such that the first component of order pair which is taken from set A is less than second component which is taken from set B. Okay, so we can conclude from this example, then all elements, these are elements of relation. These 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3 in small bracket are element of the relation, and all the elements of the relation R is taken from Cartesian product of two sets A and B. So we can conclude from here that relation is a subset of A cross B. So after understanding, we can conclude relation from set A to set B is subset of A cross B. So important point here is subset of A cross B. I have just told you that whatever the element which comes under this relation is taken from or chosen from the element of A cross B, and we are taking those elements of A cross B in that relation which are satisfying the predefined condition of relation. So here predefined condition relation between two sets and element of two sets is like that the A is less than B, so what we are taking only those elements from A cross B which are satisfying this condition, A is less than B, it means first component is less than second component. So it is justified that relation is subset of A cross B. And the second thing, set A to set B. In this case, both sets should be non-empty. Both sets should be non-empty. Why we should have non-empty sets? Because if either of one set is empty set, then we will not find any order pair. Okay, because we in any order pair, first component is taken from one set and the second component is taken from second set. If either of one set is empty, we will not get any order pair. Let us summarize what we have discussed or what we have learned so far in relation and function. In relation and function, first of all, we introduced order pair. Thereafter, we started with Cartesian product between two sets A and B. And Cartesian product between, of two sets A and B is the set of all order pair in which the first component or first element of order pair is taken from first set A and second element or second component of order pair is taken from set B. So we can write A cross B is equal to A comma B order pair. This column is read as such that, so order pair A comma B is such that first component is taken from set A and second component is taken from set B. Okay. So now one question arises: how many elements or how many order pair will be there in A cross B or Cartesian product between two sets A and B? Let set A has m elements, so number of A means, if you write number of A, it means it shows or it says the number of elements in set A. Suppose number of elements in set A is m and number of elements in set B is n. N of B is n. Then number of elements or order pair in A cross will be m into n. So number of elements in A cross B will be m into n. Let us take an example. Suppose number of elements in set A is 3 and number of element in set B is 2. Then how many elements in A cross B? The number of elements in A cross B will be m into n, means 3 into 2, that will be 6. So number of elements in A cross B will be 3 into 2, that is 6. Okay. Thereafter we move to relation, and we have talked about relation, that relation is subset of A cross B. Let us recall some basic concept. If a set has n elements, the number of subset possible is 2 to the power n. Okay. So A cross B has mn elements, then how many subset will be possible? The subset will be possible 2 to the power mn, because if a set has n elements, the number of subset possible is 2 to the power m. So the number of, we can write number of subsets possible from A cross B is 2 to the power n. N is the number of elements in particular set. So number of A cross B has mn elements, so number of subset possible from A cross B will be 2 to the power n, and but at the place of n we have mn, means A cross B has mn elements, So number of subset possible from A cross B will be 2 to the power mn. Okay, and we have discussed in relation that relation is a subset of A cross B, and how it is subset from subset of A cross B. We have defined relation as the set of all order pair which satisfy the given condition, where first element is taken from set A and second element is taken from set B. It means all we are choosing those elements from A cross B which satisfy this specified condition. The order pair which will satisfy the specified condition, that will come under that relation. So relation is subset of A cross B. So if set A has m elements and set B has n elements, the number of elements in A cross B will be mn. So number of subset possible from A cross B will be 2 to the power mn. Okay. So how many relations are possible from if A has m elements and B has n elements? The possible relation is 2 to the power mn, because relation is subset of A cross B, and A cross B has mn elements. So the number of subset possible from A cross B will be 2 to the power mn, and relation is subset. So the number of relation possible from set A to B, where set A has m elements and set B has n elements, will be 2 to the power mn. So we can write note here: number of relation possible from set A to set B will be 2 to the power mn. Okay. Let us understand the number of relations possible from set A to B for this example, where set A has 3 elements and set B has 2 elements. So A cross B will have 6 elements. So in this case, number of relation possible will be 2 to the power 6, and it will be 64. Okay. After understanding these concepts, let us move to another topic: representation of a relation. There are 3 methods to represent a relation. First is roster form or tabular form, second is set builder form, and third is by arrow diagram. Out of these three methods, first 2 methods we have already studied in set theory. A set is represented by 2 forms. First is tabular form or roster form, and second is set builder form, which we have already studied in class 11th. So what we do in tabular form, let us understand one by one. Okay. So there are 3 methods. First is roster form or tabular form. Second is set builder form. And third form is by arrow diagram. By arrow diagram. Okay. These first 2 form of representation, we have studied this two form of representation in set theory. In class 11. Okay. What is roster form or tabular form? Let us understand this with the help of a set. Okay. Suppose we have set A is collection of first 5 natural number. Okay. Then first 5 natural number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in tabular form or roster form, we list each and every element separated by comma, and we put all this in middle bracket or curly bracket. Okay. Suppose A is the collection of first 5 natural number. Then in roster form we can write as we list each and every element. So first 5 natural number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each elements are separated by comma, and these whole things are put in middle bracket or curly bracket. Okay. So this form of representation is roster form. Okay. Now let us understand these two forms in case of relation. How we represent a relation in these two forms. Thereafter we move to by arrow diagram form. Okay. So we have taken an example earlier that set A is 1, 2, 3 and set B is 2, 3, and we have defined a relation from set A to set B as A comma B is such that A is less than B, and we have written after we have chosen the order pair from A cross B, and we have got as 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. Okay, which this example we have already discussed. Now understand this form of representation. This form of representation is what? This form of representation is set builder form, in which what is the element of relation? Element of relation will be ordered pair. Okay, so element order pair is such that now we are writing property of order pair, means how first and second component are related, means what is the condition for the that relation. Okay, so the relation is A is less than B, it means we are writing the characteristic property which exists between the element first component of order pair and second component of order pair. Okay, this form of representation where we are writing characteristic property, so this form of representation is set builder form. Okay, now come to this form of representation. Here we are writing each and every elements, and element of relation is what? Element of relation is ordered pair, and we are writing each element and we are separating each element by comma, and thereafter we have put all things in curly bracket or middle bracket. So this form of representation is tabular form, or famously known as roster form. Okay. Now let us understand how we represent a relation by arrow diagram. The arrow diagram is actually the visual representation of a relation. This is visual representation of a relation. Visual representation of a relation. Okay. Suppose we are discussing a relation from set A to B. Relation from A to B, and we are representing that relation by arrow diagram. In this case, we'll take set A on left hand side like this, and set B on right hand side. Okay, got it? Now this in what example we have taken earlier, in which A has 3 elements 1, 2, 3, and set B has 2 elements 2 and 3, and relation is what? A and B is such that A is less than B, so we got relation as 1, we have got order pair in relation as 1 2 1 3 and 2 3. Okay, so 1 is related with 2, means we will show like this: 1 is related to 2. Okay, 1 is related to 3, means 1 is related to 3. Okay, now 2 is related to 3, 2 is related to 3. This representation is known as representation of a relation by arrow diagram, in which we take, suppose we are representing a relation from set A to B, then we'll write set A will show set A on left hand side and set B on right hand side, and an earlier example we have discussed, the relation has these order pairs set of 1, 2, 1, 3 and 2, 3. So we can say 1 is associated with 2, so we have shown this by arrow. 1 is associated or related with 3, so we have shown like 1 to 3 by arrow, and 2, 3 means 2 is related to 3, so we have shown by arrow diagram. So this way of representation is representation of relation by arrow diagram. Okay. So far we have talked about a relation from set A to set B, in which both set A and B are different. Now there is also a possibility that set A is related to set A itself. Then this type of relation is called relation on set A. We have talked about relation earlier. We had talked about relation from set A to set B. Okay. Now there is also possibility that set B becomes set A, means set B is set A itself. Then this type of relation is called relation on set A. Means we will write definition: relation on set A. When a set A is related to itself, then it is called relation on set A. When a set A is related to itself, then it is called relation on set A. Let us understand this by arrow diagram. Relation from set A to B means left hand side will show set A, and on right hand side will show set B. Okay. In this type of relation where set A set is related to itself, then this is called relation on set. So in this case we'll show set A on left hand side and left side, and set A on right hand side. Okay.